their conversion rate is the best in the league. Problem is that they just don't find them that often. So it's going to be about these first bloods. Very, very important. Search and destroy at all times. Maybe a little bit more important here. Map number 5. Last game of the day. Let's get into it.
82 days since the last reverse sweep in the CDL. There's a pre-fire on the statistic that may or may not come true. The Seattle Surge, they've taken restaurant control. Minnesota Rokkr, they have not been pushing the boat out. In fact, they're dropping the bomb and switching it over to Fame.
Afro just going to play the island and linger around as the rest of his team trying to construct something over towards A. Saber's got good eyes on. Afro will get dealt with. That island no longer has a population. Vance finds Pred though in the middle of the map, and now Vance can get moving over towards the bedroom side. Good shots from Cammy. That should be A plant coming on through for Minnesota Rokkr. Accuracy and Matt, can you find a retake?
There's a long bomb from him, and he does manage to find a little bit onto Fame. So he'll be weak for a few seconds, but Cammy can't cover. It's a 2 versus 2. Accuracy. Actually, it's 2 versus 1. All that's left. And it actually finds the first, but it's going to need more than ice to find this.
He's got a lot of time. 20 seconds, not going to happen. Shots coming on through. Rokkr. Get the job done. Easy enough for them. Vance just lingering around. And as soon as he gets himself in the bedroom and that bomb goes down, I mean, it's pretty much the round, right? So difficult for Seattle to retake in that scenario. Unless you wrap all the way background over through glass. Check every single corner. There's a lot of them. So difficult to try and do something about it. So first blood over towards Rokkr. Nice round from them. 2 from Vance, 2 from Cammy. They continue their sprees heading into round number 2. Look at this from Seattle Surge. Fast over towards A. That bomb's going to be going down very, very quickly. Fame has eyes on. Probably going to have to back down in a second, but Seattle with bomb control.
Fame almost got himself into a premium position, but that wallbang isn't going to work. The bomb has gone down. They're trying to tickle Mac out of this one. Eventually, Cammy will find it.
It's about these gunfights on transition. Seattle Surge still buried in deep as this bomb is down, but look at the movement from Afro. You'll find Pred, but Simp lines them up 2v2.
In a good position as well. Fame is outmatched here as well, and his teammate's going to fall. Fame, with very little he can do. The snaking is in. He picks up the Vaz, looks for him and flies out, but actually already has the cover. They lost the first blood, but they got the round.
Nicely done. It's all about Simp. Finds a minimum of 2 in that round. It's the push that comes through from mid. It's very, very difficult to retake when those players are over towards, well, either the guard heady over towards the benches. Very, very difficult retake in that situation. If you can't materialize something from the bedroom side, it's always difficult when that mid-map control, which Rokkr went for initially, doesn't pay off. Really good job from Seattle to tie things up. Feel like we're going to have a back and forth one here. Might as well send us to round 11 now. Bryce, are you feeling it?
I'm always feeling more Call of Duty. But whether or not we go that far remains to be seen. Tied up at the moment. But many rounds, and Afro's in much trouble. Down he falls to Pred again. Another first blood here for Seattle Surge.
Seattle on their defenses are sending a lot of players over towards that B side. A lot of restaurant control. I think that'll be because, well, can you prevent the B push if they're not ready for you to take that restaurant control, or you can then transition that into either a flank over towards it. You can transition into mid, you can transition into couches where Sib is just reigning supreme right now. It's 3 in a row from him. That bomb plant. It's going to be difficult for Rokkr now. Going to materialize anything here as Vance will take him down 2v3.
Still, they don't have the position. They know their flank isn't secure. Accuracy is about to just find an easy kill as Ban slow peeks him. Cammy's going to go for a same wide chout. Hoping to get this bomb back, and Accuracy's all right, fine. I'll sit here, I'll hold 9 all day.
Easy stuff. As soon as those first couple of kills come through, it's always difficult. Afro, he's having a hard time. It seems like he's being, I don't want to say singled out, because he is that player who can play that role. He sits on the flank, he waits for other players to try and make the push, and then he can reflank himself. That's kind of what they want him to do. The dead silence popped, cause havoc. But on multiple occasions here, Seattle Surge are sending a lot of members over towards that B side. Doing their homework. Minnesota Rokkr obviously preferring the A push, as many teams do. I wonder if we'll see a change up from either one of these squads on the attack shortly. Accuracy, force break.
Now, can they find anything. Sib finds another kill. His first blood, but it's traded back for them. Now, a 2 versus 3 Seattle Surge, while finding a first blood, have found themselves on the back foot.
Bomb in a woeful position. Sib just hoping for an overextension. He may well get it here. The shots will ring through. Not much info. They know the bomb's there. Yeah, accuracy going to fall as well. Sib 1v3. So back and forth. It's really been about restaurant control. Whoever's been able to get a hold of that seems to be winning the round. Come hell or high water, Rokkr find a way back into this one. They will not go out quietly, Bryce.
I am so glad they didn't double chal it. I could just see it happening. I was terrified. I was like, please don't let Sim get another 2-piece. But Rokkr, they had the same thoughts. They're like, you know what? We're not going to try it. We're just going to back off.
Cammy and Co. Slowly and steadily working this one away to think where we were in control. It's how it really felt like nothing Rokkr could do would actually elongate this series. Now 2-2 on map number 5. A lot of A control for Seattle Surge. Fame should be dead to rights. 0 and 5 from him on the team here to back him up. They are not. Pred with a second. Absurd from him. Rokkr flailing in round number 4.
Seattle are being aggressive. They are finding this first blood. It may be all even on the scoreboard, but it feels like Seattle have been in control of this S&D almost every single round.
That was good before, not so good now. Round number 5. Sib with the shots in. We'll clean up on Cammy. They know where Afro is in this 1 versus 3. Pred will fly them. It's another kill for Pred in the round. And when you can get Pred in those positions, right? Sometimes a little bit difficult on Hotel to get them up close and personal. Those slayers, those creators who could just pull something out of nothing. If you can get Pred in those positions, utility used well from Seattle over from the bedroom side. Get Pred up in their faces. It's danger time for Minnesota. Rounds being traded. Back and forth, back and forth.
Well, Seattle Surge with 1 round advantage. Can they make this 2? Can they put it into a great position for them? It's aggressive this time. They're already moving. Do they go for the early plant?
Stun yourself is not going to help going for that early plant. Fame will find his first kill on the cross. So that bomb plant not quite coming through, but do they believe that that was the bomb who pushed over? And will they know where Pred is here on a 3 spree? You pop the dead silence to get to this position. So Minnesota Rokkr are going to be living dangerously if they try to find a retake over towards this side. Cammy may well be the first one here. But it looks like they do have eyes on bomb. Not panicking just yet.
Pred moves, but Cammy isn't going to catch him. It goes back down to a 3 versus 3. Bomb will go down. Dead silence coming out of Cammy here as well. Pred, though, in a position in top bedroom. They're going to find it. Does he find the second? Of course he does. Spinning all over Rokkr. And now accuracy will tidy up that last kill. 4-2 to Surge.
And I wonder what the play call is there, to be honest with you. Afro pushes through the mid lane after Cammy already sees one top bedroom. Is it maybe just too late to turn around at that stage? Because if that's me, I mean, I'm not pushing over towards the desk if I know there's somebody from the opposition team in top bed. I mean, it's just a free kill.
I think because Pred was weak, they weren't expecting him to do anything. They may have expected Pred just to hide and try to recover some health, but Pred went, oh, I'll go hide in bedroom and, oh, okay, there's somebody in information. I'll just go clean up that kill as well.
Yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing, I suppose. Pred, 5 spree. Starting to heat up in this series. I don't want to say he's been quiet, but hasn't necessarily lit up the stage as he so often does. Maybe that's just our high expectations coming up from a player like him. But Seattle Surge with a little bit of a cushion now. First time we've seen any more than a 1 round gap. Sent up with plenty of presence in the middle of the map as they so often do. It's rare that we see them setting over towards the bedroom side in any sort of number. But here comes Pred for number 6. Cruise missile back pocket out as well. Just times it to absolute perfection. Rokkr starting to flap just a little bit now. 3v4.
Trying to slow pick this as well, and Fame will take Sib off of there as well, but they know there's a top bedroom player. Cammy will find another. Somehow rescuing this round, but Mac is about to put them down. He finds a kill, brings it back to a 2 versus 2, and because he's on the pinch, it's a little bit of a disaster.
Oh, Rokkr have just made the call. They made the call. They're like, right, screw it, let's go to B. Is Pred going to catch them? No. Dead silence popped. and this is trouble because there's not a lot of time to plant this bomb. Pred might be able to get inside and stop this from going down.
He's looking for him as well, and he jumps straight in. Goes on a 1 versus 1. Mac will go straight for this with the timer ticking, surely.
He's going to get it down. He's going to get it down. He's going to get it down. Mac's going to go for the reach at the same angle, and Afro's going to gun him.
Mac was trying to scare Afro off the bomb. Afro said, nah, wait a minute. Let me plant this and I'll take care of you, son.
0.4, 0.5 on the clock. Mac with the child. Afro says thank you very much. In that situation, if you're Mac, you're either going to stick to your twist, you're either going to wait and just hold it out, or you've got to just push for the bomb. Afro actually got off it after initially starting the plant and then got back on it again with just, and I mean just enough time. Rokkr now onto the defensive side of things. Look at this from Surge. Big hit towards B.
Stun check, doesn't hit anybody. Don't know if Rokkr know. They might have heard them though.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Rokkr are setting up differently. Has been over towards the middle of the map for the most part, but that is more passive because they know something's going on over towards this B side. Afro has to be everything from Rokkr. If Seattle Surge do choose to make this push, so the cruise missile will come in. Is that going to cause any issue? Not quite, but it is going to force them inside, and Seattle Surge can start to make a move. Pretty much undeterred. Cammy is going to be the one who finds the information first. He's held on tight, rightfully so. Does he see it? Does he see him?
Oh, they're trying to just play the angles here. It's Cammy and Bans in a crossfire. And Max says, all right, I can't do this. And now they're going to rotate again.
That's a lot of time burned. Afro's held tight. Did Rokkr know that the transition is coming though? Pred's already looking for that transition, gets no information, but shots have been fired towards him. What's the plan for Seattle? 15 seconds.
Somebody has to get Mac in a position. Pred is going to go hunting. He's looking for Bans, but Bans has called it. And now they're going to have to plant. They don't know if they have the cover. They're going to look for it as well. Bans and Fame combining. Seattle Surge burnt the time and burnt their chances. Rokkr have tied it up.
And just indecisiveness from Surge. I think the problem is, though, they get very little information. Rokkr play so passively on the defensive side of things that Seattle do not know what to do. As soon as they make the push over towards A and shots are starting to be fired, it's like, oh, bloody hell, we do not have much time to do this. What do we do? Flip back over towards B. Rokkr hold the line. They don't misstep. They don't give them any opportunities. Pred's trying to make the plays himself, but Bance must have just caught a glimpse of him making the push and knows he can just sit back, find the gunfight. 4-4. You need the bomb, Rokkr. Don't forget that again.
Oh, God. Surely not. Again here, but the first blood is already gone. It's a trade back once again. Afro finds the second. Rokkr. Go get the bomb. It is very necessary for S&D. And has been scooped by Fame.
Huge gunfight here. Afro's waiting for him. He's going to find it on the Pred. 1v3 now for Mac.
Does he get some god timing? Because that's what he wants. Find a kill, get an opportunity, and oh my goodness! Afro, not a bullet missed.
Dead silence.
It's plausible. They won't know where he's coming from, but he knows there's going to be snakes in here. Goes through, gets the stun, changes direction. Bang one, catches a toe.
Such a hard position to try and find the pitch from, though. Looking it over towards one. They're just going to bait and switch left to right. Gets another 1 versus 3 on the cards.
Oh! It's a great snap from Mac, but it is not going to be enough. Rokkr, sweating buckets. Those chairs are going to need a wipe down after this, because that was close.
Whew. A bullet or so more. And it's an absurd 1 versus 3 from Mac. So close. The snap onto Afro at the start of the 1 versus 3 was absurd. But ultimately, all roads have led to this now. Rokkr, 5-4 up. Is it their time? Is it the first reverse sweep? And what has been a very, very long time. Can Rokkr hold down the defense or do Surge send us to around 11?
Mac's already gone down. That's first blood here for Rokkr. Seattle Surge have lost control. They did not get bedroom, which is what they were aiming for. And all Rokkr have to do now is be cautious. Hold the angles, find another kill, give them the advantage. Pred versus Bans. Gets the stun onto Pred. Definitely not going to follow that one up.
But Pred, is he able to make a play here? Oh, they may well chase him down and they get punished for it. Sip. And it's back 3 versus 3.
Don't know if that was wise. Yeah, taking Pred out of the game is always big, but you had the man advantage. Time ticking down for Seattle Surge as Pred falls eventually. 2 versus 3. Rokkr can smell the juices of victory flowing. Accuracy also going to take a few bullets, but not going to fall down. Cammy's going to fall back down to a 2 versus 2. I don't know if my heart can take this.
That bomb has to be moving towards here, though. Are they going to get some good timing or some bad timing or accuracy? Who gets no information? The push is coming through. Sib is screaming in accuracy. Help me out with 15 seconds to go. The bomb plan has gone down. Accuracy 1v2.
Has to find them both, has to plant. Fame's going to see him as well and got him. And that's the reverse sweep. Rokkr calls the first upset of the major. Seattle Surge fall. They fall. Oh my goodness. And it is a reverse sweep. It is a game that we didn't think they would win. I do not have the words, the adjectives, the metaphors, or the similes to describe what I've just seen. Holy Mother of God.
It's a long time since we've seen a reverse sweep. It's a long time since we've seen Rokkr win a series against a top team. Seattle Surge, their woes kind of continue. To be in an up and down season, this is as low as it gets. But credit to Rokkr. Think about the play from bounce in round number 4 of the control. The brilliant hard point in map number 4. And some of those rounds and clutch up situations where Rokkr just get the job done. Everyone's sharing the load in this one for Minnesota Rokkr. A 6-4 victory on Hotel, Search and Destroy. But the Death said it. If they can get to a map number 4 and map number 5, they have a chance. And boy, did they show it, a 6-4 victory. It was a really close search. There was back and forth all the way.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I think it was a little bit sloppy maybe from both teams. Seattle Surge just made more mistakes in the end.